Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be dealing with hatching in AutoCAD. This video has been requested and it looks like there's a lot of people who need to know how to hatch. So in this video we're going to go over how to hatch. Hi everyone, my name's David and I am the president of Verway Drafting Inc. My company specializes in AutoCAD and Autodesk product tutorials, and we also do courses. So if you want to check any of that out, please head down to our website. Link is down below in the description. If you need any specific help for any issues you're having, we'd love to help you. So just give us an email, send us a call if you're Canadian, or a text if you're American or Canadian, because we get those, and we would love to help you. But let's just get started right here. So today we're going to learn how to hatch in AutoCAD. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your drawing. So I'm just going to go to a random drawing that I was working on for one of my courses. So today we're just going to do this. So hatching, I'm going to describe what hatching is first. So hatching is kind of like giving your drawing like a look and a feel, and it kind of helps people figure out, okay, what's actually going on. So, you know, if I'm hatching a foundation, I'm going to hatch it so it looks like concrete. If I'm hatching a wall with siding, I'm going to try and hatch it so it looks like a wall with siding. If I'm doing a wall with bricks, I'm going to try and hatch it so it looks like a wall with bricks. Because it kind of adds to the realism of your drawing, especially for those elevation views. But today we're just going to hatch in our floor plan view. So right here is a shed that I worked on when I was doing the AutoCAD Basics course. Again, if you want to check that out, we have a video about the course. It's on our channel. But this is just a thing I used in the course as like, you know, learning material. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to a drawing and we're going to type in hatch. There is another way to do this. I type in hatch because it's just easier, but you can also go to your tools up here, and there is a hatch tool up here. But we're just going to do it the simple way, and we're just going to type in hatch, and then hatch will show up. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick, well, you can do this multiple ways. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to change my pattern. So you're going to see up here there's this new tab in the ribbon called Hatch Creation. So this is where you can edit your hatch. You can edit the scale, you can edit how big it is, you can edit pretty much anything you want about the hatch. So as you can see here, we're at angle and our scale is 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and look for one that kind of would fit with our wall, kind of look like maybe insulation or whatever you want pretty much. So I'm just going to go here and I'm going to use, let's see, actually, you know what, this works good up here. We're going to do with GOST ground. We're going to click that, and then it's going to switch my hatch to that. So now my hatch is different, as you can see. Now one thing you're also going to notice is my hatch is very, very large. This is an issue that a lot of people have when they're trying to hatch, when you're starting to learn how to do AutoCAD and you're hatching and you're trying to figure out why the heck is my hatch so big. Well, what you can do is you can adjust the scale. So I'm going to go up here, go to my scale, and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to go to 0.5. Originally it was 1, but now it's 0.5. So you can see that it got a little bigger, but I don't like that still. So I'm just going to, I clicked it down, but you can click it and you can still edit it. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to type in 0.25, click enter, and you can see that it keeps growing. So I'm going to do 0.125. I'm just going to keep cutting it in half until I get what I want. And I'm going to do 0.5. No, 0.05, sorry. And that looks good to me. So I'm going to press escape, and my hatching is done. I need to do this corner too, so I'm going to go through that again just for those who need a little extra help. So type in hatch, click enter, and we're going to go to our corner, and we're going to click. And then our hatch, we're going to have to manually scale it for this one. So click here, adjust the scale, 0.05, and then it's lined up with the other one. One thing I should mention is I'm doing 0.05 because it works with this drawing. You're going to want to use a scale for your hatch that works with what you're working with. So if you're using, you know, the hatch tool on an elevation, for instance, actually, you know what, I'll go show you that for a minute. So I'm going to go back to start. I'm going to click on another drawing I've been working on for my course. And you're going to see I already have this hatched. So this is kind of what, you know, hatching can look like. You know, I've got my foundation down here. I've got my bricks right here. I've hatched the door frame. It's unnecessary. I was just doing it to get, you know, my students to, you know, kind of learn how to do it. But you can see here that if I click on my hatch, I also had to edit it around my window in this case. But that's, again, something we get into in the course. That's not why you guys are here. But you can see that I left it as 1 because it fits with the drawing. You know, I used brick because it's a brick house. You know, and over here I used, what did I use? I used wood for the door frame and the hatching 0.5 because it's just what I thought looked better than what there was out there. So, again, it's really up to you what you want to do. And then, you know, up here I've got this little hatch up here I'm just going to mention. It's at 0.5 and it looks kind of like a grate, so I put that in. A lot of this is just, again, for my students, and it's just to get them to learn how to do it. If you're interested, please go check us out. We got a few courses already going for AutoCAD, Civil 3D, and Revit next year. Anyways, so hatching is simple when you know how to do it, but it's difficult if you don't. So again, you can see that the scale is 1, but I'm going to go, let's say I change it to 0.5, so I've added more bricks. Maybe I actually like that better. I don't know. You know, I can also increase the scale, so I can go to 2, press enter, and then my bricks are much larger. So it's really pretty much what you want, what you desire. Another thing to mention about hatch is you can change the transparency of the hatch, so you can make it so it's like really transparent, so you can barely see it, as I just did. I'm going to show you how to do that. So you go here, and then up here where hatch transparency is, you can go all the way up to 90. Because, I mean, what's the point in hatching if you're not going to be able to see it? If it's at 91 plus to 100, it's almost impossible to see. So just keep that in mind. So we're just going to leave it at 0, just for my sake. So click that, and then if you go to angle, you can rotate your hatch. So what this does is it rotates the hatch by, you know, the amount of degrees that you see on the screen up here. So where my cursor is, where angle is, you can angle your hatching. This is useful when you're trying to do, like, you know, maybe bricks that are up and down or whatever, but for the most part you won't use it. I rarely use it, but it's still nice to have when you do need that. You can also change the layer, so the color of it, so you can manually change the color. So I have it set to by layer because my layer is for the brick wall and it's red, so it's set to the layer. And then here is, like, you know, the fill color. I don't have any fill color. I don't want any fill color. But you know, you can mess around with that and kind of adjust it to your liking. So, like, yeah, if you want to fill, you know, make the bricks. Let's say we want to make the bricks look a little better. We just fill it as a lighter pink, and then I've got my bricks and they're filled in. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, that's another thing. You can change it to solid, gradient, pattern, or define it as a user. I just leave it as a pattern because it's just please do that. You don't really have to mess with the gradient or solid. And then I think that's about it. So, another thing is you can pick the points where you want your hatching to occur. So let's click my hatching. I can adjust the points, and I'm not going to do that here, but you can see it's adding there, and you can just, you know, kind of click it all over the place and adjust it and make it go where you want to. So that's our video for today. I hope this helped. If you have any more questions about hatching or about anything in AutoCAD, or you're just starting to learn how to do AutoCAD, please give us a shout. We'd love to help you out. You know, we'd love to get you on track. You know, send us an email, go to our website, send us an email, give us a text, call, whatever. We're going to help you out. You know, we're doing weekly videos now on YouTube anyways. If you have a YouTube video idea, if there's something you want to do, like, hey, can you make a video about this? You know, we'll put it onto the roster of things we have, because we have a list of videos we have to do. You know, we'll help you out the best we can. So hopefully this was you know, enlightening to you. Hopefully this helped you. You know, we're doing this as a courtesy to our community. We have a pretty large community, and we thank them for everything they have helped us to do, and these videos are just as a courtesy again to them. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this episode of AutoCAD Basics YouTube edition, and we'll see you in the next video. Next video. In the next video, we're probably going to deal with probably viewports and deleting layer issues. A lot of people have that, and maybe even having issues drawing horizontal lines, because I know those are big issues that I've heard a lot. And we're also going to touch on PDF to AutoCAD conversion in the new year, and we will be posting throughout Christmas, throughout this month. So we've got 3 more videos for the month, 3 or 4 more videos for the month, and you know, they're released every Tuesday around noon. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us, and thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later, and goodbye.